So at a family reunion, my brother, sister-in-law, and a couple cousins decided that we should climb a mountain, Mount Beardstadt, which is 14,000 feet. Pretty easy hike uh, up, but not too bad. And we were doing pretty good. Some of us better than others. I did not get to the top. I was dragging a little bit, and we got to about 3/4 of the way and the storm came in, and I decided for safety's sake down was better. But as I turned around to make my way back down the path I'd already traveled, it was awesome to see how far we had come and what had been accomplished in that time. I think about that in projects too. Last Labor Day, I painted my office, and at the end of the day, it was great to turn around and to see how far I had come and the changes that had been made. I think about that when I think about my relationship with God too. Sometimes I have mountaintop experiences where I can celebrate what has been done, how God has been at work in me and through me and used me to make a difference in this world. Those are pretty powerful and great times of celebration. But in any situation, if there's a mountain, there is a valley, and those valleys can be pretty hard, can't they? Sometimes they're overwhelming. The pain or the burden that we bear may seem like God doesn't care or isn't aware of what's going on in our world. And yet, on top of that mountain, halfway up or in the valley, I know one thing: Jesus is there. This past weekend, I was doing a little playing with music on YouTube, and one of the songs that came up was a song that I hadn't heard before. But interestingly enough, it seems like every time I turn on my radio, it's on now. There was Jesus. The song talks about just this fact that sometimes we feel like God isn't there, and yet He is. And that is a powerful message. When I was confirmed a long time ago, my confirmation verse was Matthew 28, verses 18 to 20. But I want to think about just the last part of verse 20 today. And surely, and I underline and emphasize surely, and surely I am with you always. Underline and emphasize always, to the end of the age. That means Jesus is with us on top of that mountain, halfway up, or in the deep valley. He knows what's going on. He cares, and He is paying attention. He is hard at work in your life, wherever you are today. I pray for you, if you're on top of that mountain, that you remember that the reason you're there is not because of your own efforts, but because of God's blessing and His work in your life. If you're in that deep valley, I pray that you remember that you are not alone, and that He is sending you people to care about you, to love you, to support you, and to help you through these days. A burden shared is so much easier to bear. So I'm going to attach the song, and I pray that it's a blessing to you in your life today. And I pray that you remember that Jesus is there.